Good morning, everyone. There's nothing quite like waking up to a beautiful sunrise, isn't there? Just walking out. Got the field sprinklers going across the road. And we got this gorgeous, beautiful sunrise. So I'm going to go in, finish cooking my breakfast, and see y'all later. Got to figure out my water situation for the back because I need to run hoses all the way to the back so I can water my water back there, keep things green. But it's by the time it gets down to the very back, the water is down to a trickle and it's not coming out fast enough to even do much more than water all the trees. Water my 3 little trees back there. So I gotta get that done and figure out what size of hoses I need to go to, because I've just got 5/8 hose that goes all the way to the back, and maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to get me a 100-foot 3/8 hose to put back there, or 5/8. Go, I think I have 3/4 inch hose. I don't know. I'll have to see. I need to go to, I think, a slimmer hose. But go from that hose, but I literally turned off everything except for the water going down to one hose yesterday, trying to get it to get the sprinkler. And last year I was watering back there last year. Now I don't know why it's not doing it. So anyways, problems to figure out today before I go to work. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day and a productive day. Isn't that just amazing? Just beautiful. Well, good morning, everyone. This is Meg's Little House in the Country. Thanks for clicking on my video. Right now I am starting my morning watering. Yeah, should have been out here half an hour ago doing this, and I was dressed half an hour ago. It's just that I sat down for a minute and that minute turned into half an hour. So instead of being out here at 7 a.m., I'm out here at, 7:30 a.m. We got a beautiful summer day. Oh, get the herb pots watered. Gotta water some of these spots where I'm trying to grow grass. I still got a few spots and they need daily watering. My new lawn though is really getting nice and strong, and so I do give it a little water every day, but the grass is getting big enough that if it skips a day or so, it's not going to hurt it. Oh, but gotta get all this watering done. Let's walk around the big tree here. Gotta get around to the other side so I can reach all my strawberry pots, which are starting to come up with berries. I might have to find all my little laundry bags that I put over them to keep the robins from getting my strawberries. So far they haven't discovered the strawberries here. So the few berries that have ripened, I've managed to snag those for myself. I've only had about 2 or 3 that have ripened. But yeah, just trying to do this and hold the camera at the same time and get everything done. This takes talent. I'm one of these people who don't actually walk and chew gum at the same time. You know, I might stumble and fall, lose my balance. Okay, I think we got everybody watered here. Right, my biggest issue right now is trying to figure out how to get watering done out back with the sprinklers. I ran my hoses yesterday. I ran hoses and I ran hoses, and I literally could not figure out how to get any water pressure out there. I mean, I turned on my red hose all the way. I've checked my hoses. There's no kinks in the hose. And yet it was just, by the time it gets out back to the back, it is barely a trickle. Which makes me think there's got to be something in one of the hoses that is blocking everything. Because I should have more than just a trickle coming out back here. I want to get the sprinklers going out back because we're not really getting enough rain to keep everything back here watered. And I need to keep everything watered. See, I've got everything on full, and this is what I got. The whole entire hose is on full. It's turned up all the way, and yet that's all that's coming out the end. So it's enough to trickle water, but this hose, I'm going to turn you around so you can see. Let's see. Okay, turned you around. Now you can see. I have checked this entire hose, and we literally have no kinks in the hose anywhere. There are no kinks. Nothing that should be blocking or obscuring the water coming out of this hose. The only other way to check these hoses is to take them all the way up to the well, hook them directly up to the well, and see how they come out there. But somewhere along the way, I am not getting much water pressure coming out of these hoses. Yet if I turn on the water here, look how well it comes out this one. It's coming out nice. That's how it should be coming out on the red hose, and it's not. Let's go over here and make sure the bird bath gets its daily cleaning. There we go. As you can see, the birds do poop in here. Let's wash the bird poop out. Yeah, but they do enjoy their bird bath, especially in the summertime where it's really hot. It provides them, all the wild birds around here, with a good clean source of water and a place they can bathe in and cool off. There, I got the bird swimming pool going. But still, what's coming out the red hose should be just as strong as what is coming out the green hose. And I don't understand why we are not getting the same, why it's not coming out the same. So, but it takes about 300 feet of hose to get all the way back out to the back. Anyways, trying to figure out how I'm going to water back there when my hoses are not doing the job. Anyways, I gotta see what I can do. Let's come out and check on our little starts we put out last night and see how they fared the night. Looks like all three of them are looking really nice and big and good. Oops, he wants to focus on that, yeah. You can see we've got, there we go. All three starts are doing very well. Everybody else out here is doing very well. Even my little volunteer marigolds are starting to do well. Need to get some water in the pot though. Unless I got the big sprinkler going back here, it doesn't get much water. This is recovered nicely. All it needed was a big drink of water. And yes, it is recovered nicely. Oh boy. So yeah, not yet. It takes more than a day for seeds to sprout. I just planted them yesterday. But yeah, I'm one of those people coming, have they sprouted yet? Have they sprouted yet? I just planted them yesterday. No, they haven't sprouted. Got little marigolds coming up all over. So this is going to be looking, in a couple months, this is just going to be full of marigolds. It's going to be solid marigolds. But the tomatoes are doing fantastic. And everything I've planted out here so far is doing good. I'm very happy. You know, just very, very happy with the way everything looks. Now I just got to figure out a way to get water out there. I do have another hose I can use. It's the one I ended up having fused to my to other things. The ends are not as, they're a little corroded, so. But I do have this blue hose out here that might be, yeah. We can see if this thing will work. I will have to hook it up to the green hose that comes out to this place and see if it will reach. I think it's only a 50-foot hose. And see if this one will reach all the way out to here. I'm going to have to put some WD-40 on this or something to keep it from fusing. But I just want to get the sprinkler going back here. I've got grass out here that's starting to die back, and okay, it will. It'll reach all the way out here. And I brought the wrong end. Of course, the wrong end I brought. I need to bring the right end. And I need to get connectors to connect. Oh boy. Okay, that one needs to be about there. Let's turn this off up here. We're going to try this and see if we can get that sprinkler going. And we're already 6 minutes into a video. I'm trying to watch my time because, you know, the longer my videos are, I have had people say, hey, we like your really long videos. I just like listening to it while I'm doing stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, those really, really long videos, oh boy, trying to get these apart. They need WD-40 too. I need to find some connectors. I need to order some more quick connects. And actually need more male ends than female ends, if that makes any sense. Okay, with two 50-foot hoses, we should be able to reach out at least that far and see if we can get enough water pressure. Because the longer your line, soft and supple hoses. Soft and supple hoses tend to kink up. They may be soft and they may be supple. They are also They kink a lot. Okay, now let's see how far this one will stretch. And go and find some more things to connect my hoses. Okay, I can do there. I will be back in a minute. All right, everyone. I got everything connected, and as I was saying before, I gotta watch my time because the big videos, they do take a lot of space up in my internal storage. Short videos, not so much. Let's see. Was I able to get enough water pressure to get the sprinkler going? Yes, I am. So I don't know. I mean, it's not really going super powerful out here, but it is going. I just don't seem to have a lot of water pressure. Problem probably is I am going from a fat hose to slender hoses, but this old connector hose on that I have on here is actually a fat hose. So I'm going from 5/8 to 3/4. I'm going from 3/4 to 5/8 to 3/4. And it could be that's just why I'm not getting much in the way of water pressure coming to this hose. And this is 3/4 inch hose, basically all the way from the well clear out to here, which is why I may not be getting enough pressure to run the sprinklers out here. That doesn't really make sense. So I do need, I think, to take these two hoses, run them up and find out why when they are on full, I'm barely getting a trickle coming out of them. That just doesn't make sense to me. I should be getting more than a trickle. Oh boy. Anyways, my little tree out here is going to seed. It flowered last year, but I never saw any seeds. So those are funny looking seeds. It does have beautiful flowers on it. And I do need to probably swap protective cages on these. I'm thinking the protective cage I really need is a shorter one like this one that I got on this tree, and I need to put around this one. Eventually, yeah, I know if I ever got animals and turned this into a pasture, I'd really need to cage these up. I've thought about it, you know, getting those panels that are actually doors for dog kennels and just getting 4 of them and putting 4 around each side, making one an open and close so you can get in and go around it. But it would be a much bigger area to encompass and enclose my trees. It's also trying to figure out where to put my little maple back here, because I really do want it back here to help provide shade. But I've got to watch out because my new leach lines come out through there to about here. I mean, you can see where they dug a trench down this way. There's a trench down this way, and there's a trench down this way. And even though the best spot is around here to plant it, I worry about it being so close to the leach lines that the roots will get down into the leach lines. I'm not too worried about those trees. They're far enough away, I think, about 15 feet away from the... They may eventually, in 30 or 40 years, get into the leach lines, but not quite so soon. I could also plant it in this corner here. I'm thinking this might be a good corner to plant it in, you know, far enough away from the fence on each side, about right here where I'm standing. Which, yeah, my trees are not in a perfectly straight line. That one in the middle is a little closer than the other two. The other two, I didn't actually bring out a tape measure and do perfectly away from the fence. Nope, I didn't, but I'm about equal distance between from the fence on this side and the fence on this side, if I put it here. So that's an idea too. Put it and just have my trees all across the back. Though I would like to have trees along this fence line here for added shade on the western side. But I may just have to go for trees on the southern, because like I said, the place I really wanted to put the tree was about right here. Oh god, that thing keeps wanting to focus. Was about right in this area, which is actually going to be fairly close to the trench that was dug along there. Yeah, all the way from that gate to those there. That's where it was dug. And it would actually put it fairly close. And even though I know the lines are 8 foot deep, you know, the trees might eventually find their way. Tree roots. Yeah. So that corner might be the best shot to put it, even though it's a little closer to that tree. I've kind of really spaced my little trees out far. But yeah, it's getting more shade, and I mean, if I had planted trees out here when I moved out here 28 years ago, if I'd gotten trees established out here, at least along the west and on the south, yeah, I would have plenty of afternoon shade already. But I didn't, and now I'm trying to do what I should have done 30 years ago. Almost, well, 28 years ago. It's close to 30 years, isn't it? So for right now, we are deep soaking this tree, and I'll come back later and put it on this tree. Still not sure what kind of trees I have, but they're pretty. I need to go and pull these, get these weeded out from around here. I'll be back in a second. Well, all right. We got everybody trimmed up around the base. Oh, and looking much, much better. Got this one trimmed, and I swapped the shorter protector with that one over there. This one's got the tall one now. It's not going to be so tall too long. I'm going to come and cut off the bottom rung there so I can shove all those, I'm going to cut off this bottom layer so I can shove I can shove the fence down into the ground, and so it doesn't blow over or something. See how it is? It's just sitting there. But I got the dead stuff off of that one, and shaped up this one. It had a couple of branches growing from close down to the bottom, and you can see I trimmed those off, so now it will have a much better shape as it grows, and they're actually starting to look like trees. Consider these sprouted freely as seeds in my raised beds, and I just transplanted them. I think they're doing pretty good. This sprinkler is doing better now for this area, but how do I get water out here? Because that's only a 50-foot hose, and it isn't going to reach everywhere, so that means my sprinkler isn't reaching everywhere I need it to. We'll get this area well watered today though. And that's good. When you're trying to encourage grass to grow, you gotta water your grass or your grass won't grow. I better close my garage door so I don't get unwanted visitors in there during the day while I am at work. But I still think tonight when I get home, I'm going to have to just unhook both of these hoses, take them all the way up to the well, hook them directly up to the well, and then just see what kind of water pressure I get from each of them going into the well. I don't think my little peach tree back there got near as much water as I wanted it to. But so far, my cherry tree seems to be doing okay inside. I do have a zipper so I can unzip it. Well, maybe unzip it. I kind of got that. I'll have to. Yeah, I can probably work that. So I can unzip it and check on my cherries. You know. But, yeah. Did I say peach tree? It's a cherry tree. Keeping my reindeer cherries for myself. This peach tree, though, got a really good watering the other day, which is good. I want big fat peaches, which means it needs lots of water. I'm still kind of popping off these little teeny tiny ones, especially when they are all too close together. I let it grow for a bit, then anything teeny tiny still. I mean, look at all those little teeny tinies. Honestly, most of those need to come off, basically all but one. I need to, yeah, I know, sometimes I prefer it when nature does it for you. But nature doesn't always do it for me. But I'm trying not to get overly do it, because I know during the summer, as the winds start blowing, I'm gonna have more and more green fruit gets popped off. All right, I need to do a couple more things and then I'll get back to you. Well, good evening, y'all. We got field sprinklers. They've got this half of the sprinklers keep hitting it. We got all 3 seeds on the white zucchini. I need a better tag than that. I'll have to find me another piece of plastic and cut another tag. But the white zucchini, and I'm going to put it in this yellow basket here. Now this is called Blanca, I believe, and it's got the seeds from Baker Creek, heirloom seeds, a couple years back when I ordered seeds. So yeah, and let's get the weeds out of here, because we're not blow away some of these elm seeds. Oh, they're all over the place, and there are still so many seeds left in the trees. Okay, but we're gonna do this, and then I will go get a glass of water, and we will give our little zucchini starts a drink of water. Now the rest of the seeds have not yet sprouted, but it does not mean they won't. But I may go and get seeds for the straight neck squash, well, which is going to go on the far end, and the green zucchini and the yellow zucchini, and put them in the ground. So we'll see what sprouts first, the seeds I got going in here, or the seeds that, yeah, we're gonna see. We'll see. So let's get this one out. I'm just gonna put it right here. Got a W showing. W is for white. And let's see if I can get this, because it should already, yes, very good root development. So, there we go. We got our little starts in. And I'm going to go and just go get a glass of water and just pour it over. But I got to take this back in the house and put these back on the seed mat. And I'll talk to you in a bit. Okay, I'm out here and I actually have 2 little ripe strawberries. But you can see the starting to get munched on. I don't know if it's ants or the flies or wasp or what. But yeah, bugs will start eating your berries when they start getting ripe. You need to come out and do some more watering. But yep, a couple of little strawberries. Got my dessert. Okay, anyways, let's go check on the pumpkins. Nothing like a homegrown strawberry. Okay, I'm going to be watering tonight, but I did a bit of weed control, and of course the winds have picked up and blown. Now you can see the ground is covered in elm seeds. But look at how nice it looks. Little weed control here. And so far, everybody looks good. I don't see anybody who's looking droopy at all. Everybody's looking good here. Yeah. Even if he dresses like your mommy. Okay. Weeds. 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 Sometimes you gotta pull them. I don't want the goosegrass going to seed. Though some of it will. I can only get so much of it. And then it will just go to seed. Once the vines are covering the entire pumpkin patch, I won't be able to do a thing about it. I got sunflowers coming up everywhere. Look at that. They're all over. Maybe I'll just leave them. I was going to dig them up and transplant them along the fence line, but I think I'm just going to leave them, and instead I'm just going to get out here and weed. I got a lot of redwood root, I got some goosegrass, got some thistles. That's just what I can see. And I'll just have to hand weed the whole entire strip. Yep. Just have to hand weed everything. And I still might come out here and try to transplant some of these starts a little bit closer to the fence line. That way they can support each other. I think that would be best. Oh, look, there's another one. You're going to get mowed if I don't move you. So, let's go out and see how things went out here today. Well, it looks like this area got good and wet. I just wish I could get more than this area watered. And I've got all this I got to get watered. But darn, it's really hard to water when you got your hose on full blast and it's just basically coming out at a trickle. I mean, everything's turned up full, and that's what we're getting coming out. I'm gonna put this on this tree here, and everybody will do this for the night. I know I was thinking of coming out tonight and unhooking all these hoses and dragging them up to the well and detaching my whole setup there so I can plug them in directly to the well, and see why by the time the water gets down here it's just a trickle. Do I have something in my hose line that is plugging it up? I don't know, but I need to turn off some of my sprinklers and change a few around. So I'm going to do that. I mean, I have checked and double checked. There's not a single kink in this hose anywhere. And yet, the water is not coming out very fast. So, let's go down here. And where's my setup? Okay, I can turn it off here. All right. There we go. Well, tonight, my lawn looks like it's okay here. So I am going to get this unhooked. And then we're going to take this. And, oh yeah, I forgot. I still need to get a connector for that. I need a male connector. I need so many male connectors to go with these. I wonder if I'm going to have to check and see if they got spare parts. Hold on a sec. I need 2 hands. Okay, I got that connected. Let's go back up here and turn it back on. Oh boy. Alright, got the sucker hose going. And it may soak this down well enough, but I still think I'll go get a glass of water and give that a drink. Okay, tonight is pumpkin watering night, so I got the water going on the pumpkins. I better stay out of the way so my phone doesn't get sprinkled. But the pumpkins and sunflowers will be getting watered tonight. I did another deep watering on my new little peach tree. So it got lots of water today. Just soaked it right down real good. I'm going to have to soak down this one too. Oh god, and I have so many that are so tiny and so close together. Oh boy. Yeah, look at this. See, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here, I got 5 little tiny peaches all clustered together. And I really should have 1 peach there. So, I think I'll give them a little more time to grow. And then I got these 2 that are actually growing into 1 peach. Look at that. Oh, boy. And so, yeah, they say you should have about 1 every 3 to 4 inches. 1 peach every 3 to 4 inches. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to have to slowly thin them all out on both my bigger trees. Oh boy. So, yeah, I got last year, I think I got 2 whole peaches off of it. This year I got an abundance of peaches, and they'll all be teeny tiny, the size of tiny apricots if I don't thin them out. They won't be big fat peaches. I have been slowly going through and thinning this one out. Doesn't look like it, but I have been picking out ones that probably won't make it, like this one and this one. And now I don't have quite as many on this branch. Just trying to help Mother Nature and letting her know these teeny tiny ones are not going to get big and fat by September. But we still have so many whole summer to get through. Since these two, they ripen in mid to late September, and hopefully the other one will ripen mid to late August. It'd be nice to get peaches in August. But yes, I mean, I've got so many tiny little peaches clustered. Just, look at that, right there. All those teeny, and they're all teeny tiny. Lots of teeny tiny little clusters of peaches. And this peach tree will be the next one after, let's see, I just rotate them. Like tomorrow we'll do that one, and then tomorrow night we'll do this one, and I just put it on and it's a trickle and leave it on for several hours. It just slowly sinks, water soaks into the ground. Oh, I think we're going to have a nice sunset. But I got the soaker hose going. So this bed will be getting well watered. It's already getting well watered from the sprinkler, but the sprinkler will probably be going off soon. And so the rest of this will get well watered. I did bring out my old glass. I keep this one by my kitchen sink. Yeah, it's where you can grab a quick drink of water. I also can water my kitchen sinks and kitchen window plants. So I did give the white zucchini a good soaking. So, yep. Hopefully the rest of my plants will start sprouting. That's 2 down and 4 more to go. Ooh, and I'm going to give you a little preview. Look at what's blooming in my little rose bed. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I have no idea what variety of rose this pink one is, but it has the most beautiful, beautiful blossoms, and it is so fragrant. It is just so fragrant. It smells like that old-fashioned rose perfume, you know, you would buy. It does. That's what it smells like. And I've got a few white blossoms this year. I did get a few. Most of all these canes you see here, these are all new canes, and this rose blooms on old wood, so it does not bloom on new wood. So there won't be any blossoms on these canes this year, at least as far as I've been able to see in 28 years of living here and tending this rose bed. It has never bloomed on the new canes, but it always, the following year, it will put out blossoms. So next year, this part of the rose bed should be full of these beautiful, beautiful white blossoms. Isn't that gorgeous? They're very fragrant too. Oh boy. Oh boy, that smells so good. Even not fully opened, they are very much fully fragrant. Even the buds smell amazing. Yeah, still keeping things alive in these pots. Waiting to see if they get big and bushy. That would be nice. Still got plenty of seeds sprouting and plenty of seeds not sprouting. So, you know, I bought all the seeds at the same place. We'll come out tomorrow and get these things all And I really do have to get that tree planted somewhere in my yard or out back. It can't stay in that pot much longer. So we're going to make our way out to the road because that's the best view of the setting sun. Yep. Oh boy. Hello, cherry tree. Now I watered it really good and it's still damp. So why do the leaves look all curled up? I'll have to come and check on them in the morning. Could be that it was just because it was a really, really hot day. Anyways, I'm going to turn off this sprinkler in the front yard. I got apricots. I still have apricots on here. Not very many, and that's okay. This is a young tree. It's still trying to get established. The fact that it put on any fruit at all is amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 apricots on here. Unless the wind blows them all off, hopefully I will have ripe apricots to pick. Let's see. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 apricots. And I'm just tickled it actually did. I mean, it bloomed, but I wasn't expecting anything. So, getting scolded by a starling again. So, good night, everyone. God bless. And this video is probably already way too long. And I will see you on the next video. Have a great day, y'all.